Welcome to Singapore, home of impeccably clean streets, crazy skyscrapers, and of course, the founding place of the Singapore Sling. Now, I've seen impeccably clean streets before, and I've climbed skyscrapers. One thing I've never done is enjoy a Singapore Sling, and that's why I have come to the home, the founding home of it, the Raffles Hotel, right here to try one. Let's do this. So the Singapore Sling cocktail was famously invented here at the Raffles Hotel in 1915 by a barman called Niam Tong Boom. And the reason why it came about, although it was actually called the Gin Sling rather than the Singapore Sling, was because in the time, common etiquette said that ladies shouldn't be drinking alcohol in public, even though it was commonplace to see gents do exactly the same thing. So he came up with a conceivable idea to create a cocktail that looked like it was just fruit juice, thus so the ladies could enjoy it as well. And oh, they did, I'm sure, although I have no proof of that, but I'm sure they did, right? And that's exactly what I'm gonna do right now. Alright, so after like a 20-minute wait, then we're in, and just got introduced to the big bag of peanuts. Look at these bad boys. And the tradition is that you crack them and then throw the shells on the floor. Which, given how ridiculously clean Singapore is kind of strange. Anyway, my order is in. Singapore Sling original. A bargain. $41. Plus taxes and a tip, I'm sure. It's going to take it up to about $50, which is about 28 of your English pounds. So, but hey, only here to do it once, so let's see what it's like. So the deal with the nuts is that originally around in this area there were lots of nut plantations, and the nuts were offered for free, which is very cool. And I tell you, not much do you get in Singapore these days for free, so I'm probably going to eat this entire bag. Alright, the moment has come. So, this is the original Singapore Sling, Brass Lion, Singapura Gin, Benedictine, Luxardo Cherry Sang Molaco, Farran Dry Curacao, Raffles Signature Grenadine, Pineapple Juice, Fresh Lime Juice, and Spice Plantation Bitters. So this is the original Singapore Sling. There's also the options to have a 1915 Gin Sling, a Secura Sling, or a Vintage Sling, which is going to made with a private collection of vintage spirits from the 50s, and it's going to cost you 188 Singaporean dollars, which is best part of 100 quid. Might have one of those after. Right then, let's see what all the fuss is about, shall we? I mean, fair play, that's pretty tasty. And a pretty cool glass as well. You can get a glass to take home. That's going to cost you another 22 bucks if you want the Singapore Sling glass. What a beauty. So these Singapore Slings are seriously big business for the Raffles Hotel, and they sell a ridiculous between 800. Look out. sure what that was all about. Anyway, they sell between 800 and 1,200 of these every single day at $50 a pop. And that is worth a ridiculous 15 million Singaporean dollars every year to the hotel, which is about 8.6 million pounds sterling, and that represents 70% of the bar's profits. £30 a pop. All like your money's worth. Sorry. So one of the things I read on the website in my extensive research that I prepared for this video is that they now use eco spirits, whatever the hell they are, in their preparation of the Singapore Sling. So when you're drinking them, you're saving the planet. History time! Now, the Raffles Hotel, and in fact many things here in Singapore carry the same name, Raffles, and they're all named after one of the founding fathers of modern Singapore, which is Sir Thomas Stamford Bingley Raffles, who was a colonial Brit, and he is widely credited for helping turn Singapore into a huge thriving maritime community. You can go look him up if you'd like the history lessons, but he's got a statue here and everything, so, you know. Well, that is another bucket list activity ticked off. That was a Singapore Sling at the Long Bar at the Raffles Hotel. If you happen to be in Singapore, you got to come and have one, right? I'm not sure necessarily come here just to have one, but if you happen to be in Singapore like I was, then have one. And now I'm going to wash it down with a pint. See you next time.